Hey friends, it's Ashley with Blue's Paintbrush, and I'm going to be attempting this heart door hanger template once more, because last night anyone who was watching got to see my chaos, which I love, my children, but it was a little hectic at one point because I had my 2-year-old in here and my 5-year-old trying to like throw papers in front of the phone and paint, so it got a little hectic, so I had to stop. So we're gonna try this again. They're upstairs with Daddy, so hopefully we won't have hopefully we won't have any interruptions. So life of a mom, so I mean, it's gonna happen. Anyways, I was showing you guys this template that I have. It is a heart template, and actually I'll show you on my, I don't know, hopefully you can see this. I think I might be backwards. So this is the heart template, and there is a painted door hanger right there. So this is a blue heart with pink, white, and purple polka dots. It's got a black border on the outside, and it says love. So with the template, you would get this heart, big heart, and then you would also get a JPEG of this design as well as the word love. So you could literally just take carbon paper and a pencil and trace it onto your door hanger, and you don't have to worry about lining everything up or worry about your painting your words, because everything's done for you. You just have to trace it. So what I'm going to show you is how to do this love door hanger. So what you would do is you would download the file. It's a block poster. It's door hanger size, and then what you do is cut out the pieces, and you literally just piece them together like a puzzle, just like this, and it turns out to be this, and this is a good door hanger size. The JPEG is there too, so that you could go to Block Poster yourself and resize them to make them smaller for wreaths, or just if you want a smaller size, or you can stick little hearts on like a welcome, like a front porch sitter sign. So I'm going to be showing you this one. What I would do is you would take your wood. This is just 1/4 inch birch plywood. That I like to use the birch plywood more than like the Revolution ply that some people use. And I'll share that reason another time. But you would trace your heart. Don't worry about the inside stuff. You're just going to trace the outside of your heart onto the wood. You would cut with a jigsaw. And after that, you would prime it if you felt like it. I like to prime my wood. And then after that, once it's all primed and ready to go, then you would take the carbon paper and trace your circles. And you could also make the line for your border as well. So I do not have any carbon paper with me right now, so I'm just going to kind of go ahead and paint. I did get the first coat on of the blue, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some polka dots, and then we'll do the border, and I'll show you how I paint the word love, how I paint my letters. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with that. I have the purple I have is just a lavender with it's Americana. It's a lavender color, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Shake this up. Okay, and I'm just going to take a big flat brush. Let me move this over here for a second. Okay, so it's a big flat brush, and I'm going to make big polka dots. On my pattern, the one I did before, so I have big polka dots and little polka dots, just to give it some, like, I guess, dimension, make things a little different. My little polka dots are white, and my big polka dots are pink and purple. So I'm going to just start with, I had started a purple polka dot. So we're going to just continue with that one, and then we'll go ahead and grab another paintbrush and add some more. And I think the purple I grabbed yesterday was a little darker, but that's okay. So I'm just going to do polka dots, and if you're not comfortable with polka dots, that's why this template's really helpful, because it already has the polka dots traced out for you. You probably can't see that, and my paintbrush is a tad wet, so I'm just going to try to squeeze some of that wet water out. Yeah, so if you are not comfortable with big polka dots or at all, you can just use the template and trace them with your carbon paper, and carbon paper is not expensive at all, and you can get it off Amazon, or I'm sure like probably anywhere like that, like I don't know, probably art stores too, I'm not sure, but, and you would just take a pencil and just go right over it, and it would leave you like a light tracing of it, okay? So there's one big polka dot. I'll go ahead and do, I'm trying to think if I should do some more purple or just, we'll put this to the side and start with the pink too, just so I can kind of make sure I'm spacing them well. Again, if you're tracing these, you already have your polka dots laid out, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. But make sure this is just apple barrel. I used all different kinds. I have Americana, and I have apple barrel, and I have some folk art. I just use whatever. So let me just make sure. Let me see. This is like so far from me. Hold on. I don't think I can do it on here. Let me check. Just make sure I can see comments just in case there's any questions or anything. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. Hold on. Let's see. Turn this down. Here. I don't know, you might still be able to hear my little ones upstairs running around. Okay, let's see. Nope. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. But anyways, if you have any questions and you leave a comment below, just let me know. I will go through it and check and make sure I can answer anything. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on with my pink now. And again, when I'm doing my polka dots, I'm spreading them out. I'm not just going to do like them all in a line. It's almost like a triangle shape. So you can see on here, these three polka dots are kind of like in a triangle shape. So are these. So that way they kind of lay better. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another big brush. This one's an angled one, and honestly, it doesn't really matter to me if they're angled or straight across. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one and do pink. And I'm going to think about leaving a space for white as well. You can see this. And I'll have to go over these again just because the blue is coming through, especially the pink. Okay, there's another big polka dot. All right, so there we have some of those. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush and do the white and throw in a little white polka dot. Grab some white. Okay, and this is just this is a smaller brush. It is a flat. And I tell you, I always try to see the numbers that I'm using so I can let you guys know. And I get paint everywhere. So this is 16. But anyways, it's a smaller flat brush. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing with just us. I'm gonna keep it in a little bit more. Like where I was doing these big ones, I was pulling out more. This one, I'm just gonna kind of keep it a little tighter so it stays smaller. And I'm just gonna put this one right here. Again, kind of working with the triangle. Just gonna keep it a little smaller, so I'm not gonna pull out as much. Just gonna go all the way around. And I'm remembering to keep one side kind of stationary in the middle and using the other side to go all the way around. And it kind of gives you more control and guides the paintbrush the way you want to. I don't know if you can see that, okay? And I'll add another one over here probably too, kind of going off the side. I will have the border on here, so it might cover up some of the polka dots, but that's completely fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another little one here. And again, they're not huge, but I just like the white, a little bit of white in between the pink and purple. And I like these colors. I know Valentine's colors are usually reds and pinks and stuff, but I kind of like these colors because they remind me of the conversation hearts. And I don't know, I think those colors are pretty. So I'm gonna stick with these fun pastel-y colors. Okay, so there's another little white one, and again, I'm kind of spacing them out. All right, so I do have 3 paintbrushes going here with 3 different colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in another purple. And this definitely is not gonna be the exact colors and spacing as the template, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of how to do it. You know, if you're following the template, it's gonna be a lot easier to paint your circles because they already are spaced out for you. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a purple right here. Again, trying to work with a triangle shape, and also I'm gonna try, just because there's 3 colors, sometimes it's a little harder to make sure they're not so close to each other, but I'm gonna try to keep the purple kind of a little bit further away from the other purple. So I'm gonna put it right here. And again, this one's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna kind of let it go out a little bit more and not try to keep it so tight in. And I'm keeping one edge picking one edge to stay in the middle, and I'm going to choose another edge to kind of go all the way around and make that circle. So I'm trying to keep things, keep control over the circle. If you're doing these freehand. If not, you can definitely, the template will help. Okay. All right, and I'll definitely go over these. You can see the blue is definitely shining through, but I want to get these on here first and let them dry just a little bit, just so I can see where they all go, and then we'll go over them and see if a second, hold on, if a second thing will do. Let's see. Trying to see. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and add. I'll probably add another little white one right here because I have purple and pink. So I'm just gonna break it up with another little white one, and I'll probably end up putting a pink over here because I have a pink right here. So I'm gonna grab my smaller flat brush again, and I want to keep this small. So I'm gonna not stretch out as much. I'm going to keep it a little tighter, and you can always make them a little bigger if you get them done and you're like, oh, I want to add a little bit more. It's always easier to add more than to try to cover it with your base color. So, and I don't think I said the base color. This base color is like a it's called Bahama Blue, and it's kind of like a, I don't know, like it reminds me of like a sea color, tropical color, I guess. It's not quite mint. I don't know, but it's really pretty. So that's that. And I only did one coat, and it's really not that bad. There's a couple, you can see a couple brush strokes, but so you could definitely do a second coat in the blue, but it really covered pretty well. All right, almost done with this one. All right, got that one done. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick that pink over here. So far I've got these kind of lined up like this, and remember we're going to have a black border around with the white little white stripes on it, so I'm not going to go too far out because I do want to keep some of the color in, but if some go over and you cover it with the black border, that's not a problem at all because black will cover it anyways. Okay, so I'm going to grab the pink, and we're going to put a nice big one, make sure it's in the thing there, right here. This is probably more like a, kind of almost like a neon pink. It's probably more like bright and neon than I would want it to be, but that's okay. There's so many different shades of pink. And my favorite shades of pink, like my favorite shade of pink in Apple Barrel is called, I think it's Pink Eraser. And then there's a pink for Americana that's called Carousel, but I'm struggling, and maybe you guys are too, struggling finding paint. It's been crazy. So many paints have been out of stock, and I posted a picture before of Michael's, which is like the shelves were completely bare. It was pretty crazy. And I've never experienced that before. I guess because with everything with COVID going on, I think they're not, I guess, trying to catch up with producing paint. And it's just crazy how I've been searching and searching for different colors, like white. We always need white for something to add in or whatever, and I've been struggling with it. So that's why I don't have my favorite pink on here, but that's okay. We're still gonna make it work. And maybe when I go over it the second time, it'll get a little darker too. Okay, now I got another pink one on. I'm gonna stick a white one down here, probably. So I'm gonna grab my small one again. And again, like I said before, when I do it, I'm just gonna kind of go, I go counterclockwise and then clockwise, and I'm gonna remember to keep one corner in the middle, and then the other one I'm gonna let kind of guide around to the circle, like that. Every once in a while, you get fun little gunky things stuck in your paint. So just like this. Okay. So there's another heart. Now I'll probably go ahead and do another pink right here because I have the purple and the two pinks right there. I'll switch out again. And you could definitely do all one color at one time, especially with a template, again, because everything's laid out for you. But since I'm kind of doing them as I go, I just want to make sure I'm kind of lining them up well. If I did all the purple, I really wouldn't know exactly where I wanted to put them. So here, we'll do another big pink one. And again, I'm keeping one in the center and going around the outside, guiding that. And I never, when I do my polka dots, like freehand, I never just go around all in one fell swoop kind of thing. I definitely do half and half. I just think you have more control over that too. So don't attempt them and think you have to like just get it all in one move, because that's just kind of, that's not really, I don't know, maybe some people can do it, but I cannot. So very almost done with this one. Okay, so I've got that one. Now I'll probably go ahead and stick a white one, maybe like right here. So I have a little white, and then we'll kind of work our way up that way. But it's easiest for me to, when I'm doing polka dots, again, like when I'm not using a template, it's all kind of just as I go, it's best just kind of work with it instead of being like over here and over here and over here and over here. It's best to kind of, again, work in that like triangle shape, but kind of just work with it. Otherwise, they might not line up as well, or you might have too many in one area and not as much in the other. So it's kind of just best to kind of work as you go. So I'm going to do one right here. And if anyone's interested in the template, I will post a link in the comments too. And with the template, if you purchase one and you're making it and you have questions or anything like that, or need help with something or anything, just always feel free to message me, because I'm more than happy to help. I had a lady message me, not really sure how to put it together, and we walked through it and we took picture. I took a picture to show her, and that worked out pretty well. So if ever you have a question or anything, comment or whatever, I'm always here, and I'm more than willing to help in any way that I can. Because I miss helping people paint, and so I enjoy doing this. Okay, so I got purple. I'm going to put another purple one right here. Make sure you can still see this. I can't believe that Valentine's Day is in a few weeks. That's just crazy to me. Christmas like came and flew by. Whew. But I get excited about this time of year with all the spring colors and stuff, when we start doing more spring door hangers. That excites me, especially Valentine's colors. I love Valentine colors. I think of some new spring ideas, and I'm trying the best I can to make all the door hangers I've done into templates. So any door hangers you see on my page that you're like, oh, I really want to do that, let me know, and I can try to work on the one that you want. Again, these templates are good for if you own a business and you do your own door hangers, or you want to start your own business. I'm a mom, and this has always been a way for me to make extra money to take care of my family and do the extras for my kids. So it's been super important to me. So I just want to be able to help other women or, moms be able, even if it's just a little extra here and there, it does help. And it's really relaxing and fun to paint. So whether you have your own business or you want to start your own business and paint door hangers, or you just want to make them for yourself and your friends, these templates are really good for that. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to do a pink. I'm going to do a pink over here. I know it's going to kind of line up with that pink, but again, when you have such few colors, it's just going to happen. So we'll do this right here. I'm sure it's still in the view here. Okay, get a little bit bigger. There we go. These are fun to do as well, like with your family or friends that live close or that you get to see. It's always fun just to sit and paint together too. Even little ones, my 9-year-old would sit here and do this. Especially if I traced out the template for her, she would sit and be all about this. So it's fun if you have a daughter and you want to let them paint with you. That's fun to do. Okay, so now I'll put a little white here and then we'll move on to do a purple, I guess. I think I need some more white. Where did I put the white? Here it is. I don't know if you can hear my kids running around upstairs. I don't. Okay. I hear them. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but definitely hear them. Trying to see if I can pull up comments on here. I don't really know. I struggle with this stuff. Let's see. I just want to know if I'm getting any. Let's see. I'm wondering if let's see. I don't know, if anyone's there, if you could comment, let me see if it's even working, because I can't see anything. Let's see. I'm just gonna put a comment. Let me just put like a heart and see what happens. See, okay, I can see that now. So hopefully this stays up. In case anyone has a question or anything, just let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put white, another little white one right here. Using the little paintbrush. That. Okay, and then I've kind of got, this is where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stick some purple up here because I got that pink, both pinks right there. So grab this and just make sure you can still see it. Hold on a minute. My belly doesn't help. Trying to get in this. There we go. I think, yeah, there we go. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna put this one, I guess, over here. You know what? I'm probably gonna put this one here and one over there. So I'm gonna just kind of put it on this edge up here. It's not gonna be a whole polka dot, but we're gonna kind of pretend like there's a really big one. So hopefully you can see that. All right. So I'm just doing the same thing as if I were gonna make a full polka dot and just letting the rest just go off the edge. So it's not like, you know, so it's still gonna be round. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna do one more, I think, over here just to kind of even that out a little bit. And then we're probably good. And I might just give it a quick dry so we can do a second coat. And then we'll go ahead and do the black border, I guess. Or we can do the letters first, either one. Okay, doing one more up here. I don't think you'll see it. There we go. I might put this on real quick so I can get it a little better. So reaching further. There we go. My brush is still wet. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick blow dry. Just try to dry these polka dots a little bit, and we'll go ahead and do a second coat, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, they're pretty dry. They're still a tad wet, but I should be able to go over them. If you ever have, let's see, if you ever have a problem when you're painting, I think I've mentioned this before. If you're painting and your paint is wet and you're trying to put paint on and you see that paint's pulling up, just let it dry. Sometimes you can just go over, it's just a tad wet, so it shouldn't do that. But just in case that's happening, it gets frustrating because you're like, I'm trying to put more paint on it, just keeps coming up. Just let it dry, or grab a hair dryer and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go back over everything I've done now that I know where everything is, everything's placed. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a second coat, and then hopefully the second coat will be enough. All right, so I have my shape of, or how big my polka dot's gonna be. I'm just gonna go right over what I already did. So I don't have to think as much right now, it's just painting. Don't have to plan out where everything's gonna be. All right, I'm gonna have to grab some more purple though. I use all different stuff to put my paint on. I don't know if you can see. Let me see, I'm gonna try to slide this over so you can see what I have my paint on right now. I use all different things, but this is just a sheet of plastic that came in between, knocking stuff over. It's just a piece of plastic that came in between canvases that I bought. Like anything I can find to paint on, I will use because it works. But it almost reminds me of like when I was younger in elementary school and they used those overhead projector things and had those little plastic sheets. Like that is what it is. It's just a big one, and I use it for paint, and it works. So anything I can put paint in. And some people use like egg cartons or plate. Like I used to use like paper plates all the time. So whatever. Sometimes I just grab literally pieces of paper because it works. So, okay, instead of switching back and forth with brushes, now that I know where everything is, I'm just going to do all the purple polka dots. And then I'll do like all the pink ones and all the white ones. But I think this second coat's going to be just enough to cover so we don't see the blue coming through. Make sure you can see this one that I'm working on. Okay, that one. Okay, just got two more purple ones. So let me get this right here. Get a little quieter when I do my polka dots because concentrating on them. I know I mentioned too before, like if you are doing any kind of tracing, if you're doing the templates, you can use the carbon paper. But if you're doing your own design and you're tracing, I posted a picture the other day. I was tracing like a geometric shape, and when I do those, I cut my own little templates out just because it's a geometric shape. You don't want to make it look like crazy, but. I used a white charcoal pencil, and they work amazing. Like I used to try to use pencil, and then you'd see paint through, and you had to like paint a million coats to cover this, like the pencil. And then I would use chalk, and as I was painting, I'd like rub the chalk off, so it'd be frustrating. But this white charcoal pencil works amazing for any like little, if you want to trace out your things before, like your own freehand polka dots, or you want to trace out words. It's really helpful in case anyone is wondering. So okay, let's do this last purple one, and then we'll go ahead and do pink, I guess. Here we go. All right, and I'm gonna stick this to the side. Probably stick it in my water cup. There we go. All right, so we got purples. Now we're gonna work on pink. I'm gonna grab some more pink right here. Let's see, this is the carousel pink. You can see the difference. The carousel pink is a little darker. I do like that pink better than this. It just looks more, this pink parfait looks more neon to me, but I think it'll be okay. Hopefully when I put the second coat on, it'll be a little darker. maybe. Okay. Oops. Goodness gracious, I stuck this in paint. Let me take paper towels. Hold on. Wipe this off real quick. Or I'll get it all over myself. Or you know what? Yeah. Hold on. Just gonna wipe it on some paper. Okay, here we go. It's all over me. Oh gracious. I don't have any paper towels, so we're just gonna keep wiping on the paper. I need to have some of those around. I'm worried. Look at, I'm as messy as my kids. Whatever, pink is everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go up, move on with the pink. Gotta be careful not to touch it, or I'm gonna get this darker blue on it. I was painting some other darker blue things over here, and so that's what that blue is from. All right, here we go. My 2-year-old likes to point out whenever I have paint on me anywhere. She's like, "Mommy, you have paint," and I'm like, "Yeah, kind of happens all the time." It's on my clothes and my hair, on my fingers. She's always finding paint on me. I don't know if you, again, I don't know if you can hear that. I know that's my 5-year-old dancing around up there. He, no it is. Okay. Got this one. All right, let's move on to the next one. Down here. Okay, 2 more pink ones, and then we'll do the white ones and let those dry a little bit and work on the other parts, the border and the words as well. I think it's covering okay. The purple covered really well. This pink, it's just not as opaque as the purple, but that's okay. I could always do another coat, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, and one more. I'm gonna flip it around instead of trying to reach over and try to, I don't know, it's a little harder. Again, it's a little harder with the belly to reach forward. But make it work. Okay, so got my pink ones. Again, I don't know, I could definitely do a second coat of pink, but that's all right. We're gonna go ahead and work on the white. Just going right over what I've already done, and I'm not gonna stick this in the blue like I just did because that made a mess. So I'm gonna stick it over here somewhere. There we go. Okay, just going right over the white. The white should cover pretty well. This is a Americana, the Deco Art paint, so I think it definitely covers better than the Apple Barrel. All right, got one white, another one right here. Make sure I'm keeping it in there for you. You can see. Again, I'm just kind of going clockwise, or sorry, counterclockwise and then clockwise. And if I'm flipped backwards, it might look like I'm doing the opposite, but I promise I do know my clockwise and counterclockwise. But I'm sure it's probably backwards. So, okay. This one, and hold on a second, let me fix that a little bit. Okay, just got 3 more, and we'll quick blow dry these and then move on to the next part. Another thing with my door hangers, when I first started making them, I don't know, I taught myself, so I just kind of like figured it out and whatever, and I used to drill the holes after I was completely done painting. And it always it just messed everything up. So now I make sure to drill my holes before because I like to have like clean painting, and sometimes when you drill holes it can kind of pull the wood up a little bit and it would just mess up my paint. So now I drill them beforehand, just to make sure you can see them up here too, as I'm throwing this thing across the room. Okay, you can see them up there, but I always like to do that as well. Just sometimes it just makes it cleaner when I'm painting and everything to have the holes already there, then try to drill them in after. So, just another little tip. All right, one more polka dot. I feel like I've been doing a lot of polka dots lately. I've been doing a lot, like I can't even tell you, so many. Okay, so I went from like October, November, December doing ornaments, 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 like tons of ornaments. And now it's all baby, 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 baby. Like so many baby announcements, which is really exciting. I do love doing the baby announcements, but with baby announcements come a lot of polka dots. So I've been doing a lot of baby birth like announcements that people can hang on their hospital door or hang on their front door or in the baby's nursery. So that's always exciting. Babies are exciting, but just a lot of polka dots. Okay, last one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this real quick then. And then probably I'll go ahead and do the border because I won't be touching, while it's still dry, I won't be touching the inside. And once I know it's super dry, then we'll go ahead and do the love word. April, I saw you wrote something. I miss you too. Okay, wait, now I can't find the comment. But, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there it is. I miss you, April. We did paint parties together. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just quick dry this. Okay, they're still a little wet, but it's all right. We're gonna do the border. So while they still finish drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do the black border all the way around. So on here, again, if you were doing the template and you were tracing it out, you'd have this border right here to go and do black all the way in, and then afterwards you do the little white stripes. And let me see, I can probably pull a picture up one more time just so I can show. What door hanger we are working on. Okay, hold on, let me find it. I'm gonna get it. There's penguin one. Okay, here we go. All right, so again, here is the door hanger that we are working on right now. So there's the template for it. So you can see the black border and then the little white lines coming off of it. Okay, so that is what we're working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a good size flat brush for the black paint. So this one, I'm just gonna grab this right now. And I can always make it a little larger as I go. But I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, and I don't know the size of this one again. It's just a large flat brush. All right, so let me get some black paint that I have somewhere. Here we go. All right, now, and I'm just gonna start, I don't know, I'll probably just start right here and kind of go all the way around. So, let's see. All right, hopefully I can keep this in the camera so you can see as I'm doing. All right, so I'm just gonna grab the black paint on my brush and I'm gonna hold it, let's see. So when I'm painting, I'm gonna hold it this way instead of doing it this way. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it flat to kind of guide, and I'm gonna actually use the outside of the door hanger as my guide all the way around. So I'm gonna start just right here, and we'll kind of go back in and fix up this little point where they meet, but I'm just gonna start right here and go around. That. I'm gonna turn it and try not to get in the other paint. It's probably hanging off too. Hold on. See if I can move this over just a minute so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Pull this in here. There we go. All right. So again, I'm just pulling it right along. I'm using the outside for my guide. And again, if you do the template, you'll have an outline for you already. But since I'm not using the outline. I'm just going to use the outside of the door hanger for my guide all the way around. And as I'm doing it, some of the paintbrush is hanging off, and that's okay. You can always go back in and kind of pull it in a little bit more. I just keep turning it as I go. If I keep it in one spot, I turn my door hangers a lot. So, because if I keep it in one spot like this, I'm not able to get a good angle. So I'm constantly like flipping them and turning them different ways so I can kind of get at it a little better. So make sure you're doing this just to kind of turn it. It'll make it a little easier on you. All right, there we go. Kind of got this one side done. You can see it here. Just went along the outside. I can't even talk. Hold on. I went along the outside of the door hanger. It's just there. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So I'll probably start back at the top again and pull it back that way. And I will get back in here and kind of fix this up right here. You can see on the template I made it like flat across right there. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Okay. So I'm going to start right here and do the same thing I just did on the other side. Let's see. Let me pull this down a little bit right here and go back in. I'll probably go back in with a smaller brush and get this, because this it's not truly a flat brush. It does have, I think it's like called a filbert, so that I should know the names of these things. It is filbert. So it's a little bit more round. So I'm gonna come back in with a smaller brush and try to fix up this top part right here and make it a little bit more like cleaner and not as messy. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this, go over this one more time just to kind of make sure I've got everything covered. That. And again, I'm flipping this thing because I flip it like, I flip it a lot, probably more than like someone making pizza or something. I'm constantly flipping these door hangers around. All right, pull this down. if you probably hanging off the side. Hold on. There we go. Just gonna do this. I need more black too. I'm gonna put it right here. Chair squeaky. There's, I don't know if you can tell, there's like paint all over this chair. That's because of my 2-year-old. There's actually like real little handprints and everything. I don't mind. It's okay. She had fun one day. It's kind of hard not to like, because my kids love to be in the paint because they see me doing all the time, so they want to paint too. So it's kind of hard to like keep it away from them. But I honestly think that was one time I literally walked away for like 2 minutes and she got like all in the, I think she even painted on an order too. So that was exciting, but it's all right. I wouldn't trade it for anything. They keep me busy, but I love them very, very much. I have 4 and this is the 5th in case anyone didn't know, if anyone's watching and they did not know about that about me. So I am busy, but I love painting and I love being able to help out my family and do the extra things with my kiddos by painting. It's a really great thing, like for moms that are home. You can do it during nap time or in the evening, making door hangers. All right, here we go. Almost done. And the templates are super helpful because you don't have to think of anything. Everything's drawn out for you, just trace. And it's super easy because you can do it right from your home, like printing out the, downloading the file and printing it out. Anybody can do that. Okay, so I've got the black outline. I'm going to fix up, again, I'm going to take a smaller brush and just kind of fix up the top right here and probably just go straight across like a little square because I kept the bottom squared off, so I'm going to square off the top up here. So I'm going to grab another brush, and again, if you look at it, I don't know, so you can see, if one side looks a little thicker than the other, you can always go in and add a little bit more paint and even it out some, but I think it's okay. And then when you're putting the white, if it's not perfect, again, if you're freehanding it and it's not perfect, or even if you're tracing it and sometimes the lines get a little squiggly, you are putting those white lines on there and it kind of distracts from any of that. So, okay, I'm gonna put this to the side and grab a smaller brush. Okay, this one's just a tiny little flat brush. It's a size 8, if anyone wants to know. And I'm going to fix up this up here a little bit with black. And I'm just gonna kind of have it go straight across. I have paint on my hands, but it's okay. And I have way more control over cleaning up this area with a smaller brush than I would with that big, huge flat brush. It's great for filling big areas, but definitely have more control with these smaller brushes. Okay, I think we're good. I think it looks cleaned up now. All right, so I'm gonna flip it real quick so you can see. So I just took, again, I took a small brush and just kind of cleaned up that little point where it meets. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this quick so we can do the little stripes. And then after that, we'll go ahead inside. And I think I had on the other one little white accents around the polka dots, which is cute. Another thing you could do too with the polka dots, if you wanted to kind of change things up, is do like, you could do stripes on them or leopard print. Maybe a big one here and there with leopard print would be cute. All right, let me see if I can pull this down real quick. Find that picture again. Hold on. Let me see. Here you go. Yes, I did put white, so we're gonna do that around the polka dots as well. All right, let me go ahead and dry this. Okay, that should be good. I was trying to make sure this was more dry than the polka dots, just because with the white, if I'm pulling the white stripes through, we could create gray. So, all right, now I'm gonna take another brush. Let's see. This one probably is okay. All right, so this is another, you can use a flat brush for this. This one I just have right now that's clean, so I grabbed it. This is a filbert brush, but you just a small flat brush, and you're going to take white, and let's see. All right, some white. Okay, wait, I saw a comment. Hold on, let me see if I can get back again. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for joining me. I don't know. I can see the comments and then they go away. So who knows? But hello. Anyone who's there, hello. All right. So I'm going to take the flat brush. I'm going to put some white on it. It doesn't need a whole bunch right now, just because I don't want to make like a huge mess. Again, I want control over this just because they're little lines. I'm going to start up at the top, I think. Let me see. Let me pull a picture up one second. All right. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to start at the edge and then pull down to here and stop at the edge of the black. I won't keep going or anything. So start at the edge here and pull down. And you know what? You can actually stop before you get there, and then again take a smaller brush and kind of clean it up. Otherwise, you might get some brush strokes. You can also flip it this way too and try it this way as well. Start inside and pull out as well. Here. And this is a filbert one, so it's more of a rounded edge to it. So it won't be as clean. You can, I don't know if you can see that. So it kind of gives it a rounded edge right there. So I would take a smaller flat brush and kind of fix that up. I'll probably do that. Just because this is a filbert, again, it has the round edge to it, so it's not going to give me a super clean little, little stripe. But, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of give some space. I mean, you could space it with something if you wanted, like put, I don't know, like a paint bottle in between and space that evenly. I'm just going to go for it. So, I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to put one right here. Again, I'm just going to, just a quick little line, and you can stop before the black. I'm going to go back and fix it up. These can be thicker if you want them to be. They can be thinner if you want them to be. I think the template has them thicker. The door hanger picture I have up with it, they're thinner. So it's kind of preference, whatever you feel you would like. Okay, let's move it here. I'll go back through and clean them up some more. I just kind of want to get them laid out. There you go. I'm just going to go all the way around. Maybe not turn it yet. Hold on. And as I'm doing my stripes, I'm kind of going, our little lines, I'm kind of going with the heart as well, instead of all the same exact way. I'm just kind of working, going with the shape of the heart. Go in here. All right, down the bottom here. Keep going all the way around with these little stripes. bit more. Almost done. And then we'll let those dry, and I'll probably just fix them up a little bit, the edges with a smaller flat brush. And then we'll add some little white accents to the polka dots, and then after that we'll do the word love, which you could add obviously any word you wanted, or you could add do like a last name like the so-and-so. You could stick like the up in the corner and then have the name right down here. Different things you could do, or Happy Valentine's Day, or whatever. I just chose love for it, and that is the like the word that comes with the template is love. All right, so I've gone all the way around and I have them where I want them. I'm gonna go ahead and just fix up the edges, just because I'm using this stinking filbert that has a round edge to it, and so I didn't really get the super flat like edge that I wanted on the little stripes. Okay. Another thing too is if you don't want to do door hangers, you'd rather do them on canvases, you can completely take the template and make it the size to your canvas. You can shrink it down with the JPEG that is in a file. And you get it off the website, it comes in like a zip file. She said unzip it, and you'll have the black poster. I always want to say blockbuster, but that's not it. You have the black poster file, and then you'll have the JPEG that you can resize to whatever size you want. Okay, so you can see there, I don't know if you can see, but I just kind of fixed this up with the flat brush, and it just makes it look a little cleaner. And I'm also going over it one more time too, because again, I'm painting on top of black, so it just helps having another coat of white on top there. Okay, yeah, that looks much better. Also too, if you wanted for kids to do it, putting it on a canvas would be a cute idea. I was thinking about that. Like it'd be cute, like little Valentine project. Just to take the JPEG and shrink it down, or even just print it on like A5 sheet of paper and then tracing that with the carbon paper onto a small canvas. Because you can get canvases really cheap from, actually the Dollar Tree has canvases now. You can go to the Dollar Tree and have a dollar craft. So that would be really cute to take this and put it on a Dollar Tree canvas and let the kids just paint it too. And then you can paint the door hanger for your front door while it's all going on. If like your kids are in mine, there'll be paint everywhere, but it's fun. It's okay to be cleaned up. All right, so we're gonna keep going around here, just fixing up these little stripes and giving them a second coat. I'm gonna have to grab more white again. White, where did I put it? There we go. I like the Deco Art white. I think it just goes on really nice and smooth. The Apple Barrel drives me batty. The white paint from Apple Barrel. I don't know, it just doesn't go on as nicely as like Folk Art and the Deco Art as well. It's just super sweet. Okay. Almost done. No, not almost done. I'm still on the one side. Well, I think I'm almost done, but I'm not. Hold on. Fix these up real quick. And then we'll do the little accents around the polka dots. You definitely want to do the second coat though with this white on black. There we go. It's be cute with glitter on it too, of course. I like glitter. Especially on Valentine's stuff and Christmas and glitter stuff. So it'd be really cute to have some glitter on this. I did put another template up. It's a little bit more detail, and especially with a jigsaw. If you've never used a jigsaw before, it's a little bit more detail, but it's a love sign, and that's really fun too. Cute sign for Valentine's Day. And that's on the website and on the Facebook page and on Etsy as well. You can look at that. And those also can be done on canvas. Like any of these templates that I have can be done on a canvas. If you'd rather have a big, you know, you could put a, this would be really cute on a canvas and like set on a mantle or something for Valentine's Day for directions, for decorations. Okay, last side. This definitely helps. So like if you're doing this, do not do like I just did and get a filbert and do these little stripes. Use a flat brush so that you're not getting that funky little round edge to your stripe. Okay. And if you're watching and you know somebody who would like to paint or already paints, maybe they already do door hangers and I don't know, they want some templates to have newer pieces. If you could share this, that would be awesome. Or tag them or send this video to them. That would be super, super thankful. I really love making up, creating new pieces and then letting other people take those and paint them and, you know, make their own money or gifts on the side or full time. So I hope the templates are helpful for anyone that wants to paint, because I know sometimes it's just frustrating. You kind of get like a roadblock and don't know what to create, but having those templates helps. You know, you can just go ahead and pick which ones you want and they're already figured out for you, and you just go ahead and trace and paint in the lines and you're good to go. Okay, almost done. For real this time. Just a few more, and then we'll dry them, and then we'll work on the little accents, and then we'll get to the word love. I'm gonna try not too much. Almost done. Okay, done with the stripes. I'm just gonna quick throw the blow dryer on it real quick. I just keep saying quick. And we'll let that dry, and then we'll do the little accents around the polka dots. Okay, there we go. Just real quick. Real quick, I said quick again. Okay, those are pretty dry, but while they're still a little wet and drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do the little doodad accents around the polka dots. So what I do for those is I take a tiny thin brush. Hold on, wait one second. Let me throw these brushes in the water before they start getting really, they start drying out. Those in there. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a really thin brush so that I can have control over my little lines. So I'm gonna grab something like this, or let's see, my one's even thinner. Maybe not right now. Oh, no, this one's good. Okay, so this is just a little teeny, I think it's even a round brush, but it's really, really tiny, and I just need a really tiny one for this. I'm gonna get just a little bit on my paintbrush, and then I'm going to kind of go with the, except not on the white ones, but I'm gonna do it on the pink and the purple. I'm gonna kind of just go with the shape of the polka dot and just do it on one side. I'm not gonna go all the way around or do it on multiple sides. I'm just gonna do it on one side. And as I'm doing it, I can change up. So like this purple one, I might put it on the right side. And the pink, I might put it on the top. And this pink, I might put it down here at the bottom. So I kind of just change the direction of where I'm putting this little accent on the polka dot. So I'm gonna grab some more white. And just gonna get a little bit on my brush. Just a little bit. It's not, I mean, I guess there's a little bit more than a little bit, but you don't need tons when you're doing this. So, okay, so I'm gonna start here with this purple, and since this half of the purple polka dot is covered, I'm gonna just do right here. And again, I'm going right with it. So you're gonna have to kind of move with the polka dot. So, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna come over here to this one. I might do it on the bottom. Let's see. Like that, just really easy. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I might almost make mine fade off. So when I'm doing them, I don't know if you can see. So it starts a little bit thicker and then definitely fades off a little bit. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a quick little accent that kind of gives a little something to your polka dots. Okay, again, I'm gonna take a little bit more on my brush. And this one, I'm just gonna do it on this side since it's covered. Just like that. And I'm just following exactly with the shape of the polka dot and just moving my wrist and hand with it. Okay, so then we'll do one here, that, and we'll do this one here. Okay, it just kind of makes it cute. I think it gives it a little something. All right, let's do some more here. Let's do this one. And I'm kind of, when I do it too, I just kind of pull and lift up. I'm not pushing down hard, it's just really light. If I can remember, I think I might have put a color on the white ones too. I'll have to check my picture quick. Let's do that. I'm always constantly looking back at pictures of the door hangers I've done because there's just so many and I can't always remember what I did on everything. So I'm gonna have to check and make sure. I think I did put a color on these white ones. All right, and then the last polka dot, I'm gonna put white on right here. All right, so just quick, easy little wispy accents to the polka dots, just to give it a little something. Okay, I put blue. So I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna grab the blue that I used for the background is what I did on that one there. So I'm just gonna grab a little blue here. Oh, see, I leave the lids off all the time. My daughter tells me, she's like, Mom, you gotta close the lids because they get this hard stuff on them. I should, but I just get like busy and going and I'm just flipping them everywhere and I just leave the lids off. So then I gotta pick this stuff off. Okay, there we go. All right, so just a tiny little bit of blue, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing that I did with the pink and the purple, and just gonna do it on the white with the blue. If I can get it out. Hold on a second. There we go. All right, and I still have white on my brush, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna kind of mix it in the blue a little bit and grab that. And the same thing, I'm gonna kind of change direction with how I'm doing the little accents on the white polka dots, okay? And I'm gonna be careful to put my hands in the white accents on the purple and pink polka dots. All right, so there we go. There's one there. And you don't have to do this, but the white polka dots might feel a little left out, so you might want to just give them a little accent too. Just quick and easy, not pushing hard, not worrying too much about what it's doing, just kind of going with the polka dot shape and lifting up. Just like that. Just little accents. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in here too. All right, so this is what we have so far. Fun little heart, polka dot heart. So I'm gonna quick, again, dry this, and then we're gonna work on the word love. And again, the love does come with the template, the file that says love. So you could just take that, print it out, and take carbon paper. Like after all this is done, like at this point, you would print out the love sheet, take the carbon paper and a pencil, lay it wherever you want it, and then go ahead and trace right over the word love, and then just trace in, like just paint right in the line, so you wouldn't have to worry about placement, like how far apart the letters are, or how they look. So it is in my handwriting, paint writing, or no, hand painting, I don't know, whatever. It's the way I usually do my letters, so it's easy peasy. So, okay, I'm gonna dry this, and we will move on. Okay, I think we're good. I think our little wispy accents are dry. So now I am going to do the word love. Let me just pull up the picture up again so I can show you what I'm going for here. So here again is the template right there. So the files come separate, so the heart and then the love. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do it here, and I'll show you how I do it. But with the template, it's super easy because you're just tracing and painting inside the lines. Okay, and then hold on. That was the template, and here's just one of the door hangers I did of this heart before. So I don't know, it might be kind of glare, but there it is. All right, so let's go ahead and start. I'm going to get a flat brush for this. This is a size 4. It doesn't have to be, it can be a little bit bigger than this, but that's what I have at the moment. So I'm just gonna show you. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and paint the word love, and then I'm gonna go back and kind of fill it in and make the, I don't know if you can see, but they're like bigger edges. Okay, so on the L, you can see I have the word love. We're gonna see a glare from the light, but here's the word love, and you can see that I have it bigger on the edges. It kind of gets bigger and then smaller and then bigger. Some around the O. Same thing with the V and the E. I kind of get bigger. So what you're gonna do first is just trace it out if you're doing this freehand. And this is with any words. You can do this. Obviously, it doesn't have to just be love. But all right, so I'm just gonna get some black. Hang on a minute. Okay, and I'm just gonna get the word love going first. So I like to have the L, and then with the love, I like to put the O kind of on top of the L, and then I have the V and E right next. So I'm just gonna do that. So I have the L, and then the O is kind of tucked into the L. All right. So let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stick the O right in here. So he goes a little bit higher, and then I'll bring the V down a little bit more, just to kind of make it fun. And then the E. Make sure I'm like going straight here. All right, so you can see all I did was just traced out what I'm doing here. So they're kind of a little So I have the L down, the O up, the V down, the E up. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to quick let it dry a little bit so I usually lean on my painting. So I'm going to quick dry it so I can show you how I do the rest of this. Okay, so I am going to, I got paint all over again. Hold on. I need more paper towels. Okay, so I am going to start at the top of the L and do a little line right across so you can see. Try to keep it in here so you can see. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little line across just like this. You can see that. All right, and then I'm gonna take from that point, I'm gonna kind of pull it down and in and keep going down with it. I'll have to go over it again because it kind of ran out of paint, but we're gonna do it for the other side too. Kind of going diagonal and just pulling down like that. Okay, I'm gonna go over it just a little bit more. And then I'll pick it up and show you. Okay, I don't know if you can see that right there. So it gives it a little, I don't know, it's just fun when it's like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom as well. The same kind of thing. I'm going to start at the end and put a little line and then pull them in. So it goes from big to little and then little to big. Okay, so there's the L, just like that. So it looks a little more finished, and I don't know, I just like the look of that when it has the bigger and gets a little smaller. So now I'm gonna do the O. The O's are a little, I don't know, there's no edges, like no ends to it, so you can't really do that as well as with the L and the V and the E, but I kind of just make it a little thicker around the O. And again, if you have the template, you just trace it and it'd be easy that way as well. So I'm just gonna go right over the O. Just make it a little thicker. I'm running my hand on the other letters. Okay, just like that. So nothing super special for the O. He's just a little thicker. Okay, so I have the O. Now I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the L for the V. So I'm gonna start at the top and do a little line over and pull down. The same on the other side and the same at the bottom as well. And I just came across the bottom for the bottom of the V, kind of giving it an edge right there. I'm going to come up to the top of the V on the other side and do the same exact thing I did on this first side. Okay, so there's the V, and now we're just going to finish up with the E then. And with the E, I'm going to do the same kind of line on the edge right here. So I left a little bit, like the E comes off right here, I guess, where I started. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little line right here, just like that. And then pull that down and in. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this line, and then up and over, and then finish the edge of the E down here the same way. You can see that. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna pull it down and up here. Oh my goodness, the baby's moving. I think because I'm leaning forward, I don't think he likes that. All right, and I'm gonna do the edge the same way I did the other ones. The little line, and I'm pulling it in and down. Okay, just like that. And then, oh, I just stuck my hand in it. That's what I do. Hold on. And then when this is done, I just add a little accent, just kind of like I did with the little lines around the polka dot. So there is that. Okay. And then I'm going to dry it real quick and just show you the little accents I do. And then I'll just show you what I use to cover these. I suggest using them under covered porch, but they are primed for outside use and are also covered for outside use too. But they're gonna last a lot longer if you keep them covered or bring them in from the rain and the snow and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, here we go. Let's quick dry this and then I'll show you the little accents. So now I'm gonna take that small brush, I just rinsed it real quick, the same small brush that I used to do the little highlights on the polka dot, so it's really tiny. I'm gonna take that and all I'm gonna do is take a little bit of white and just accent a little bit here and there. Like if you put too many, it's a little overwhelming. So I just add a little bit to the edges and maybe just like one little quick highlight in between. So let's see. just a little bit on my brush. I'm just gonna kind of outline, well, you can see this. Outline, so here, I'm gonna do the top like that, kind of go with it. I don't know if you can see. So I did a little rounded just because that's how the top is. So right there, and then I might do a little bit coming down right here, just like that. And again, I'm just doing quick, I'm not pushing hard, it's just really light, and I just kind of lift up. So, and then I might put a little on the L, like right here, just a little bit. It doesn't need to be tons and tons. I don't want to overpower with all this white lines on my letters. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the edge over here. So I'm going to just go down and then probably right here. So there's that, just quick little accent. It's not tons, but it's just enough to give it a little something and make it look like it's highlighted. All right, I'm going to do a little on each side of the O. Do there, kind of opposite sides, top and bottom, and go over to the V and do the same as I did on the edges of the L. So kind of with the line down at the bottom, just kind of a little, I don't know, just kind of going with a little angle of it. There we go. Okay, there's the V. There we go. Trying to get it in the camera. Okay, and then we're gonna do the E. And with that one, I'm gonna do this little area right here, this little edge, like that, and maybe like just a little bit right there, and then do the edge right here. Not tons, just a little bit, okay? There you go. So there is a super cute door hanger. Let me pull it away really quick so you can see a little better. Okay, so this is the door hanger. And again, you can take the template and make it smaller if you don't want something huge, or you want to add something to like a porch sitting sign, or you want to do a canvas. This file can definitely be changed to work whatever size you want it to be. So I do cover my door hangers with this is Rust-Oleum satin. I like the satin just because it gives a little, I don't know, gloss is way too glossy, but this is just right. So I use this, but being pregnant, I have not liked the smell of it. So I recently discovered this, so Americana Duraclear satin varnish. It has like no smell to it, which is amazing, and it coats really, really well. I've also tried the matte, and I like that too. So I used that on some ornaments and stuff just to try it out, and I really liked it. So, and you really don't need a lot to cover. So this big door hanger, I really don't need too much of it, which is really nice. So it doesn't smell, and I think it covers better than the spray. And I've used the spray for so many years, not knowing, because I wanted, like, so it's a polyurethane satin varnish. I've always wanted to use a polyurethane, but they stink. And I don't want to smell all that, but this does not smell bad. So I am pretty happy with it. So you can use either, but I'm kind of leaning towards this one right now. So, okay. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me and painting. If you could please share this with somebody who likes to paint, or somebody you want to paint with, or somebody who wants to make some money on the side, because this does help. Or you just want to make some for your friends or yourself. Just share it with somebody if you could, please. And if you could private message me if you would like to try a template, just let me know. Or private message me if there's a certain template you would like to try. So, or see me paint or whatever. So, all right, thank you so much. I know it's like super late now probably. What time is it? I don't even know. 9:30, that's not super late. I guess I did okay. But all right, thank you so much for hanging out and painting with me. I appreciate it. Have a good night.